दयानंद जी को याद कर रहे हैं। हमें उम्मीद है जहां उन्होंने कहा धर्म से ज़्यादा हमें रोटी की ज़रूरत है देश के लोगों को, और जो गरीब हैं उनको धार्मिक बातें समझाना शायद गलत होगा आज के समय में।
हिंदू हिंदू होता है तो वो जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी आरएसएस की लाइन है उस पर कम से कम जो सम्मानित पूजनीय साधु संत हैं वो ना जाए।
इतना जरूर सवाल उठ रहा है कि बजट जो 4 गुना बढ़ाया गया है तो बजट का कहीं इस्तेमाल भी हो रहा है या लूट हो रही है।
बड़े पैमाने पर लोग नदी में जाते हैं, गंगा नदी में, गंगा माई में स्नान लेते हैं, तो मेरे ख्याल से कितनी गंदगी होती होगी।
केवल और केवल दिखावटी और मार्केटिंग किया इन्होंने, जो धरातल पर तैयारी होनी चाहिए तो वो नहीं हुई है।
Namaskar, good evening. You're watching the News Hour at 9 and I'm Swati Joshi. It's a spectacle of holy Sangam of Astha, Itihas and our Sanskriti on the banks of Triveni Sangam. As we cherish Bharatiyata, values and culture, the Mahakumbh is uniting people in a sacred confluence of faith, devotion and culture as India glows with deep-rooted faith of an ancient civilization. Is poppy politics singeing the pious Kumbh Mela? Can the devotion of one be called pious while the same display by one's political rival be called a sin? You just heard how Astha of crores of devotees have been sullied in the muddy waters of Rajneet. While some in the Vipaksh ranks fear that the sacred Sangam Snan can lead to diseases, others declare that people need roti, not religion. When UP Chief Minister sought the blessings of Ma Ganga in a holy dip with his cabinet, Akhilesh's party called them Chapri Londe. They even went to the extent of accusing the BJP of doing Dharm ka Dhanda. But just yesterday, Akhilesh Yadav himself went for a dubki in the Sangam. This, of course, for the Samajwadi Party was a display of devotion. Today, Union Home Minister Amit Shah went for a snan at the Sangam. He posted calling Mahakumbh a unique symbol of the continuous flow of Sanatan culture. But even this display of Astha by the Home Minister raised the hackles of the opposition. Mallikarjun Kharge declared that Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah have committed so many sins that they can't wash it off. But why are they so spooked by Mahakumbh? Do they fear that Prime Minister Modi and his saffron party will further consolidate its hold on the Hindu vote bank? Are they mocking Sanatan to bring down their political nemesis, Prime Minister Modi? Watch this attack.
मोदी जी और शाह मिलके इतना पाप किए हैं, वो 7 जन्म क्या 100 जन्म में भी स्वर्ग में नहीं जा सकते, कभी नहीं। इनको मिलेगा लोगों के शाप से नरकी मिलेगा। हमको एतराज है गरीबों का जो शोषण हो रहा है धर्म के नाम पर। गंगा में डुबकी लेने से गरीबी दूर होती क्या? आपको खाना मिलता पेट को? मैं किसी की आस्था के ऊपर ठोस नहीं लगाना चाहता हूं। अगर किसी को दुख हुआ तो मैं माफी चाहता हूं, लेकिन आप बताइए, अरे जब बच्चा भूखा मर रहा है तो ये लोग जाकर हजारों रुपए खर्च करके कंपटीशन पे डुबकियां मार रहे हैं।
Not one to be left behind, Akhilesh's party wholeheartedly endorsed the Congress chief and spoke about the sins of the BJP. The BJP, however, turns the tables and throws a dare at what they call is anti-Sanatan Congress. They ask, why doesn't Kharge take a dip in Sangam? They also question the Gandhis on if they dare malign other religions, like they mock Sanatan. In fact, there are multiple reactions coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party as well, questioning this duplicity of the Congress and the INDI bloc leaders. Of course, this isn't the first time that the opposition has maligned Sanatan to target Narendra Modi. In September, when Prime Minister Modi and the then CJI D.Y. Chandrachud performed Ganesh Aarti, Uddhav Sena said, "Samvidhan ke ghar pe aag lagi." The entire Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha was boycotted by top opposition leaders like Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, Akhilesh and Mamta in Jan last year. During the Ram Mandir debate in Sansad, Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi said Jai Shri Ram reflects anger and hatred. In 2020, when Defence Minister Rajnath Singh performed the Shastra Puja on the first batch of Rafale jets for India, Kharge dismissed it as tamasha. Why does the opposition use Sanatan as the crutches to attack its political nemesis, Prime Minister Narendra Modi? That now brings us to the legitimate question we are asking on the News Hour tonight. Is Vipaksh spooked by sacred Sanatan? Let's open this up and go across to our guests.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Time Headlines now. Super Prime Time.
And tonight we are joined by Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Ratan Sharda, author, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, senior fellow IPCS, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. We have Vivek Sailas in the studio, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Good evening to all of you. Vivek Srivastava, is Sanatan a punching bag for the INDI bloc leaders? Is it an easy target? That's the reason why you see INDI leaders question, mock Hindu festivals, tradition, culture, and now even Mahakumbh has been spared just to attack Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah and Yogi Adityanath. Comments like Dharm ka Dhanda, Chhapri Londe and whatnot have been used.
नहीं बिल्कुल ठीक, एवरीथिंग इज करेक्ट. ये इस्तेमाल जिन वर्ड्स का आपने किया है, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट एंड देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन इट, बिकॉज हिंदुइज्म हैज बीन फॉलोड इन दिस कंट्री इवन आफ्टर 1947 फॉर द लास्ट 70 years. Temples have been made, gurukuls are running, people are praying, people go for their tirth yatras, so nothing has stopped. But unfortunately today we are raising this voice because the same Hindu religion is being misused for votes. You are trying to target the minority community, create the frictions, trying to prove yourself as the champions of the majority community when you are not. You are basically champions of hatred. That is what we are trying to point out. आप 100 गलत काम कर लीजिए और आप फिर 100 बार गंगा नहाइए, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. If you don't improve your ethos, your character, the way
so you're saying Vivek Srivastava, there's nothing wrong in calling somebody who's taking a holy dip at the Triveni Sangam Chhapri? Is everybody who's participating in the Mahakumbh actually part of the Dharm ka Dhanda?
Absolutely not.
Is everybody participating part of Dharm ka Dhanda?
Yes. 2 points.
And if it is Dharm ka Dhanda, if it is just a loot in the name of religion, why do you have leaders like Akhilesh Yadav who question the Vyavastha first, take a dip in the Triveni Sangam? ये तो धर्म का धंधा, ये तो लूट है धर्म के नाम पर, तो क्यों जाकर के संगम में फिर डुबकी लेनी?
No. Honorable Akhilesh Yadav is not selling Kumbh. He is not trying to ask for votes in the name of Ram Mandir or Kumbh.
Okay.
He is trying
so
to
all
practice
the people,
his own religion and his personal.
That's very interesting.
As a devout Hindu.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. When he does it, it's Astha. Vivek Srivastava, when he does it, Astha. When Akhilesh Yadav does it, it's Astha. But when Yogi Adityanath or Home Minister Amit Shah go there and take a dubki, it's selling religion. It's vote bank politics. Is that what you're saying? विवेक जी सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे?
Absolutely, this is what I'm saying.
तो अब एक बात बताइए, अगर ये धर्म का धंधा है, अगर ये धर्म का धंधा है, तो जब नेता इफ्तार पार्टी ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, वो क्या होता है? वो रिलीजन के नाम पर पॉलिटिक्स होती है कि नहीं होती है, या सिर्फ आपका ये कमेंट सनातन के लिए रिजर्व है?
No. Yes, I'll tell you. Number one, constitutionally, the state, the chief minister, the cabinet cannot promote one particular religion.Hy are you having a cabinet meeting in Kumbh and what is the message you are trying to give? आप अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल काम कर रहे हैं.
जब कैबिनेट की मीटिंग हुई उसके बाद वो मैसेज डेवलपमेंट का देना चाह रहे थे, लेकिन एक बात बताइए, क्योंकि आप एड नॉजियम ये आर्ग्यूमेंट रिपीट करते हैं, कहीं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में किसी पर्टिकुलर क्लॉज में, क्योंकि हम इतने ज्ञानी नहीं है, आप शायद ज्यादा ज्ञानी, कैन यू थ्रो सम लाइट on that particular clause, that point somewhere which says that if you are holding a constitutional post, आप जाकर गंगा में डुबकी नहीं लगा सकते, या आप अपना रिलीजन फ्रीली प्रैक्टिस इस देश में नहीं कर सकते. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बाकी सबको राइट्स दे रहा है, लेकिन अगर आप कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट होल्ड कर रहे हैं तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आपको राइट नहीं दे रहा है कि आप अपना रिलीजन प्रैक्टिस करें. ऐसा है क्या?
नहीं, आप पूरी की पूरी कैबिनेट लेकर के अगर जा रहे हैं तो फंडामेंटल राइट ये कहता है द स्टेट कैन नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेट.
तो कैबिनेट को तो पूरा नहीं, एक सेकंड, पूरी कैबिनेट मीटिंग तो वहां पर डेवलपमेंट के काम के लिए गई थी क्या? पूरी कैबिनेट मीटिंग वहां पर इसलिए गई थी कि हम हिंदू रिलीजन को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, या वहां जाकर के कुछ ऐसे फैसले लिए गए थे जिससे शायद इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट होगा?
फोटो ऑप्स हुए हैं.
ओके, वो फोटो ऑप था. वो फोटो ऑफ था,
डेलिबरेटली फोटो ऑफ वीडियो सेशंस
तो फिर 1 सेकंड, देन आई हैव टू ब्रिंग इन विवेक सैलस जी. विवेक सैलस जी, अखिलेश यादव सेड कई लोगों ने डुबकी लगाई है, लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव टेकन अ होली डिप इन द त्रिवेणी संगम, द सेक्रेड त्रिवेणी संगम, एंड वी डोंट पुट पिक्चर्स, एंड देन यू सी अखिलेश यादव पुटिंग पिक्चर्स. ये क्या बात होती है?
You know, as far as a holy dip is concerned, I think Mr. Amit Shah took a holy dip. There's no problem in that, you know, Vibhav. No one can object if you are taking a holy dip, you know. But I think where Mr. Shah was taking a holy dip, just on the left-hand side, I think Mr. Amit Shah should have apologized to the people of Uttar Pradesh and the people of the country, because just on his left, during the COVID, we saw about tens of thousands of Hindus who didn't get the, you know, cremation. They had to be buried just on the left-hand side where he was taking a holy dip. He should have, you know. Now, today if we are talking about Prayagraj, today Dharma Sansad had produced, given a new constitution to the to India, you know. 501 pages, which says that no minorities will be allowed to vote, and there will be no reservation in India.
No
and
minorities will be
that
allowed
is
to
going
vote.
to be handed over, Swati ji. It's a very serious matter.
No
Please
minority.
do not interrupt. It is a very serious
clarification ले रही
matter.
हूँ. आप कह रहे हैं कि they said that no minority will be allowed to vote.
Yes. That is what it is going to be handed to the central government, BJP-led government on the 3rd of February.
Fake news.
No, it's not a fake news.
Right now, the
It is not a
cabinet
fake
decision.
news.
No, my Mr. You are a responsible spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party.
Don't interrupt.
Show me. No, I will interrupt you when you are spreading fake news about my cabinet.
Matter.
Our party is in power in Uttar Pradesh. Show the cabinet
do
note.
not interrupt.
No, you cannot spread false fake news.
Have you read
Samajwadi Party Adhivesan.
Have you read that?
No, Mr. Vivek.
Have you seen that?
Show the cabinet note.
Have you seen
show
that?
The cabinet note.
Now let me come
show
to the
cabinet note which says
now
that.
let me come to the cabinet.
You can be booked and an FIR can be filed on you on spreading fake news.
No.
Please.
It's
No, Mr.
everywhere.
Vivek. No, I challenge
everywhere.
you. No, I challenge you. You cannot use the platform.
All right, then you'll have to Okay. One second. Vivek, tell us
let 3rd February come.
No, where is that official
It will be
document?
absolutely clear.
No, where is that official
The
document?
things that are coming out.
No.
Where is the proof?
that are coming out.
Where is the proof?
Where is
Vivek ji?
आप proof दिखाओ.
Just wait till 3rd of
This
Feb.
is not fear mongering.
Wait till 3rd of
Vivek
Feb.
ji,
अच्छा, सुनिए.
Wait till 3rd of
fear
Feb.
mongering. Vivek ji, this is fear mongering.
No,
This is not fear mongering. It is
आप
very
गलत
serious
बात कर
matter.
रहे हैं. आप गलत बात कर रहे हैं.
It has to be addressed
Who
to the
said this?
nation.
No, one second. Who said
Wait
this?
till 3rd of Feb.
Which government official?
I am very surprised
which
that the
which cabinet
spokesperson
minister
from the
said
Bharatiya Janata
this,
Party
that the
doesn't know about
minorities
it.
will not be allowed to vote. Where does this come
Yes,
from?
it is there in the.
Then show the proof.
Swati, I am
Proof
telling you
दिखाइए.
why he said
It will be
this.
proved on the 3rd of
I am telling
Feb.
you what.
Proof दिखाइए.
It will be proved on the 3rd of Feb.
Swati,
Just wait and
will
watch.
Akhilesh Yadav,
No,
will Akhilesh
Wait,
Yadav
wait.
resign from
I will
Indian
not-
politics?
I will
And
not
will
allow
Mr.
you to
Vivek
speak.
resign from your
This is
post
not
also?
okay, Swati ji.
Vivek Sailas,
If you have to interrupt, I will also
one
interrupt.
second, Vivek Sailas, अगर 3rd फरवरी को ये होने वाला है तो 3rd फरवरी को ये मुद्दा उठाएंगे और आपसे बात करेंगे.
बिल्कुल पक्का.
Third,
और मुझे बुलाइएगा
और नहीं हुआ तो क्या
मुझे
करेंगे?
बुलाइएगा.
नहीं हुआ तो क्या
और
करेंगे?
हुआ तो झूठ
अरे अरविंद
बोलते हैं.
केजरीवाल की पार्टी में
झूठे आप लोग हैं. अरविंद केजरीवाल कहाँ से बीच में आ गए?
Vivek Sailas,
अरविंद केजरीवाल कहाँ से बीच में आ गए?
100% झूठ बोलते
We
हैं.
don't know who your sources
मैंने
are,
अरविंद
Vivek
केजरीवाल जी को
Sailas.
नहीं
One
सुना.
second, Vivek
तो आप
Sailas.
कैसे बोल रहे हो?
We
आप
don't know
proof
who your
करो ना.
sources are, where you are getting this from. We cannot vouch for the authenticity of the information that you're sharing on this platform. Let's shift our focus. Let's shift our focus back to the debate. Mallikarjun Kharge says Tehseen Poonawalla कि ये 100 जन्म में भी ये पाप नहीं धुल पाएंगे. इन द सेम ब्रेथ ही सेज ये तो 400 पार की बात करते थे. Look, they don't even have majority. Who's mixing religion with politics?
Thank you, Swati. Jai Samvidhan. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Good evening to all my fellow panelists and Jai Samvidhan. There are two issues out here. Should any religion be targeted or any religion be spoken about? I disagree with that. I don't think anyone should be. I don't think you should make personal comments. I think faith is a matter of personal belief and people are allowed to do what they want. I completely subscribe to that point of view. So to that extent, I think we should keep not get into the issue of who's going to come, who's not. Honorable Akhilesh Ji went, Honorable Home Minister went, that's fine. The question is, I am not going to take the BJP giving moral science lectures. The BJP is the most anti-religious party and it's against every religion. My friend from Samajwadi Party, Vivek Bhai, will recall that an MP called Naresh Agarwal ji. He spoke filth on the House of Parliament against the Hindu goddesses. Akhilesh Yadav ji kicked him out of the party. Where is he and his family today? Honorable members of the BJP. Sanjay Nishad ji, currently in alliance with the BJP, spoke such derogatory things about Lord Ram and Raja Dashrath, such derogatory things that if it was Vivek Bhai and me, we would have thrown him in jail. He continues to be an alliance partner of the BJP. When Stalin, sir's son, the now current deputy chief minister, spoke terrible things about Sanatan Dharma. I was the first person to tweet and give a bite about it. Times Now carried it. First person. I said this is wrong. The first political leader to meet Udaynidhi Stalin ji was the most honorable Prime Minister of India. And not just that, his father was then called to the house. I have no problem with the honorable Prime Minister doing that. But I am not willing to take lectures from the BJP. Let me give you two specific examples.
Okay.
The then UPA government, Congress lost their government. One of the reasons of the anti-Hindu narrative against the Congress was the Ram Setu affidavit. We all know about it. The Honorable Supreme Court has number of times asked the present union government in Subramaniam Swamy's case, what is your take on the Ram Setu? They have no answer. So Jitendra Singh ji was asked by a SP in Congress MP in Parliament to state the record of the present government of Ram Setu. And Jitendra Singh ji says, oh, we can't see the Ram Setu from the satellite.
Okay.
We don't know. Mahesh Sharma ji says Mahasita is mythical. Her birthplace is mythical. Yeah. Mahesh Sharma ji, instead of taking action on him, the BJP made him an MP again.
Okay, you're alleging double speak out of the BJP not taking action, but okay, Pradeep Bhandari, respond to that.
Well, I first of all will not fall into Tehseen's trap in order to divert the topic from Mahakumbh. Mallikarjun Kharge ji today has insulted more than 100 crore Sanatanis by saying that जो गंगा में डुबकी लगाता है वो बेकार चीज है, क्या भुखमरी हो गई है, क्या उससे लगाने से जो है क्या भुखमरी चली जाएगी. Today Mr. Kharge has insulted every sadhu sant, every Sanatani. Even Coldplay's artist Chris Martin would be laughing at Mr. Kharge and the Congress party where they are seeing the unity of Sanatan, and Mr. Kharge and the Congress party is insulting Sanatan. Point number one, they don't apply the same principles when they go to iftar parties. That is point number two. Point number three, I don't need lectures from Tehseen Poonewala, who very conveniently in his argument for the first two instances referred to the Congress. In the third instance, when he could not defend Rahul Gandhi, he said, I opposed it. I opposed Udaynidhi Stalin. I challenge Tehseen Poonewala, please tell me the date and time when Rahul Gandhi has visited Prabhu Shri Ram's Mandir in Ayodhya. I would then believe, because any pious devotee who believes in Lord Ram and Sanatan would have gone to Ayodhya. So Tehseen, first call Rahul Gandhi after this call, and then you have anything to speak on Sanatan. But moot point, Swati. Why do they do so every time before Mahakumbh? They are extremely rattled because Akhilesh Yadav को दबाव में डुबकी लगानी पड़ी थी. Akhilesh Yadav called Rahul Gandhi.
अरे दबाव में कहा किसका दबाव था?
उसको क्या करेंगे? Rahul Gandhi was sitting on a stage.
अमित शाह में किसका दबाव था? ट्रम्प का.
भी दबाव में डुबकी फरवरी में लगानी. तो मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे से जो राहुल गांधी की सोच है वो बुलवाई गई है. Today again it is proven Congress party is an anti-Hindu party. Did anybody ask Mr. Kharge, any Hindu ask Mr. Kharge or Congress party कि हमको पैसा चाहिए आपसे? खुद सनातनी वहां पे गए.
Okay, I want to go across to Abhijit Iyer Mitra. I don't know गरीबी हटेगी कि नहीं हटेगी, but Abhijit Iyer Mitra, can you throw some light on the economic significance or the contribution? And do you agree with this argument that the Safal Ayojan or the successful Mahakumbh has rattled the opposition and they are taking a jibe at Sanatan because they want to attack the Bharatiya Janata Party?
Let me just contrast the Mahakumbh for a moment, Swati, with what regularly happens at Hajj. Infinitely greater resources are spent on the Hajj. It is open air conditioning and all of that. Billions are spent on it of US dollars. And yet almost every 3 to 4 years, there is a major stampede where hundreds of people die. The numbers here are immense. The infusion into the local economy is immense. How many people die out here? You see, organization isn't putting air conditioners and tunnels and fans and things like that. It is ensuring the safety and well-being of people. Did everybody who got there get out alive where they looked after properly? That is what it is. Okay. Now, this is the baseline of any kind of a mass event. The economics of it make perfect sense. You will keep improving the more the crush gets. This is a Mahakumbh. Remember, it happens once in 144 years. The crush will be much more. What do you spend it on? Not superficialities, on serious things like crowd management. Remember, these were the same people demanding the arrest of one Sadhu Baba when, there was a stampede out there. But then when you spend money and resources on avoiding crashes like that, they say, oh, it is not returns on investment. What kind of logic is this? Is human life, is spending money on human life bad? They would rather see LCD screens in which they can take the cut. Of course, the SP and Congress are very famous for taking their cut in everything, in all these infrastructure projects. They would rather see big bridges like they built which collapsed during the Delhi Commonwealth Thankfully, nobody died out there, but they would be thrilled.
Okay.
Had a bridge been built and it collapsed and 100 pilgrims had died at Mahakumbh, these guys would be thrilled. They would be salivating. Let's not forget that when the tsunami happened, the Easter tsunami, the Boxing Day tsunami, there was a Congress minister in Karnataka who said it was what? God's punishment, Jesus's punishment for anti-conversion laws and things like that. This is not a party that is even remotely pro anything.
Okay.
Let's come to Vivek Srivastava's argument. This man belongs to a party that runs China. They demolished all the monasteries during the Cultural Revolution, Taoist monasteries, Confucian monasteries, Buddhist monasteries.
No, I have
Till
strong
last
objection.
No, one second, Vivek
I'm
Srivastava.
sorry, I have strong legal objections.
One second. I will come to you for a counter. Let him finish. I'll come to you for a counter.
I don't care about your objections. Take me to court. And they take
Abhijit, we're not able to hear you. There is some network issue, but let me revisit the first point.
Okay, you're back. In jail. Sorry, is it better now? Is it better?
Yes.
2 million Uyghurs were thrown in concentration camps and force-fed pork. This man comes from the same ideology. Who is he giving lectures on secularism to? Secularism is a state philosophy. It doesn't apply to the individual.
Okay.
Just now you saw the inauguration of President Trump where a Jewish rabbi and 2 Christian pastors came and gave their this thing. France, which is the most militantly secular country, hosted a complete international event with the American president for the reopening of the Notre Dame that had burnt down.
All right. I'm just going to revisit the first point that you made, your opening comment, and let me go across Vivek Srivastava on that. Vivek Srivastava, Abhijit Iyer Mitra is asking, will you ever, and why don't you ever question the resources that are spent on Hajj? आप नहीं पूछेंगे क्योंकि आपको अपने वोट बैंक की चिंता है।
जी, नहीं, कोई वोट बैंक की कोई चिंता नहीं है. And nobody said that do not provide a proper infrastructure for the people who are going for a Kumbh. Nobody is against it. If there are events, if there are temples, if there is a lot of attendance, it is the duty of the state government and the central government and the authorities to make proper arrangement. And they have been done in the last 70 years of this country.
तो फिर जब proper arrangement, then that should be your demand. फिर इसको आप धर्म का धंधा क्यों बोलते हैं?
Number one, number two.
फिर उसको धर्म का धंधा क्यों बोला जा रहा है?
नहीं, धर्म का धंधा इसलिए बोलते हैं when you start, because when the government, instead of concentrating on the infrastructure part, better management part for crowd management, it starts trying to show that we are so religious, this particular religion only. You start wanting votes for that.
अरे सर, महाकुंभ का आयोजन हुआ है, which is very specific to a particular religion. उसमें किसी पर रोक नहीं है, सब लोग जा सकते हैं. लेकिन जो उस religion को belong करता है, उस faith में believe करता है, अगर वो वहां जाकर के डुबकी लगा रहा है, irrespective of the post that the individual holds, तो वो धर्म का धंधा क्यों हो जाता है?
I'll quote the Honorable Shankaracharya. I'll quote the Honorable Shankaracharya. Honorable Shankaracharya, I think it was the reporter from your channel probably, and he questioned the Honorable Shankaracharya कि भाई ये मुलायम सिंह जी की मूर्ति यहाँ पे रखी गई है, ये तो पॉलिटिसाइजेशन हो गया कुंभ का. तो उसका उत्तर शंकराचार्य जी ने दिया कि यहाँ पे जो लाखों करोड़ों पोस्टर 2 ही बीजेपी के नेताओं के लगाए गए हैं और जगह जगह जो योगी की फोटो लगाई गई है, ये पॉलिटिसाइजेशन है कि नहीं है? So I mean, when you start dragging politics into your management of a religious event, then we will definitely say no. Everybody is free to go to any Ram temple.
तो
but when you start trying to
सर ये ना ये convenient argument है. ये convenient argument है. पहले आप कह दीजिए कि constitution allow ही नहीं करता इन लोगों को जाने के लिए. Then you are welcoming it, saying everybody can go. सबको right है to go celebrate your religion. तो ये नहीं ये hypocrisy जो है ना, hypocrisy मत रखिए. प्रदीप भंडारी.
ये देख लीजिए, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, सुनिए मैडम, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेरे हाथ में है और इसके फंडामेंटल राइट्स को पढ़ लीजिए और दर्शक पढ़ सकते हैं. अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है. द स्टेट कैन नॉट प्रमोट एंड प्रोपोगेट अ पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन.
Swati,
Pradeep Bhandari, then Ratan Sharda, please.
10 seconds and then just 10 seconds. Today, Vivek Srivastava has spoken against the communist chief minister of Kerala, and I think Vivek today has really exposed Pinarayi Vijayan, because as per Vivek Srivastava, Pinarayi Vijayan has done an extremely unconstitutional act because he had held a special iftar party which was justified by the Lokayukta on 18th April 2023, 5:15 p.m. Today on your show, for the first time, one communist has exposed another communist. I have nothing to say because the Sanatanis are together in Mahakumbh. Well done, Vivek. I congratulate you for completely exposing today Pinarayi Vijayan. Today, every true person would be proud of you. Today, the इंसानियत आपके अंदर की बाहर आई, आज आपने कम्युनिस्ट को एक्सपोज कर दिया. Well done, Vivek.
Please respond. Vivek Srivastava.
नहीं, गलत. Because he is not promoting Islam. He is not trying to show himself as the champion of Islam.
If you organize iftar, that's not promoting a particular religion. But Mahakumbh mein, if you go and take a holy night, then you are promoting a particular religion. I think the bias and the hypocrisy is out. Ratan Sharda.
I think Vivek Srivastava is given so much airtime to make a fool of himself that there is no reason. You talk of vote bank. There is no votes. What vote bank? He said I will take legal action against Abhijit Iyer Mitra because he said communists kill 11 crore people between themselves to prove that their religion is better than anybody else, and even if people die, we will fight for it. So please don't give him too much importance. See, what did Mr. Khadge say? Khadge is the same person in the floor of the house. He said that you Aryans are oppressing we Dravidians. Now, a Congress president, where Aryan Dravid story has already been demolished by various theories, the new theories, new scientific discoveries, this person talks about Dravid-Hindu divide. So he thrives on hate. And same person today says कि गरीबों की गरीबी दूर हो जाएगी क्या? I'll show you a picture. This picture is of Srimati Indira Gandhi going to Kumbh in 1977 along with N.D. Tiwari, etc. Then this is the image of the Rajmata Sonia Gandhi ji going to Kumbh Mela, dipping her toes in the water. So what was that? That was giving Garibi Hatao. Was that a politicization? Indira ji went to Vaishno Devi with cameras. Rahul Gandhi goes to temples with cameras. Have you any problem? Let them come to take Gattipun, Sangam, put as many photos they want. I have no problem. Now, Remo Fernandez went there, Mary Com went there, they put their videos, everybody enjoyed. Nobody objected, Christian kya karne aaye yahan par Kumbh Mele mein. That is the point. Now, this continuous, see, I always used to wonder in our Puranas, why Rakshasas keep on disturbing the Yajna. Now I understand that this continuous, march of Hindu civilization without any break for perennial times, and this scientific measure of time and scientific measure of the Kumbh Mela, where people come from all over India without any caste, creed and religious differences, that is what is hurting them. Because they're all their
people coming together, the sandesh of Ekta is hurting the opposition. That's what Ratan Sharda is saying, Tehseen Poonawala. And why try and divide people by saying कि आपको रोटी चाहिए कि आपको religion चाहिए? जिनको धर्म चाहिए वो महाकुंभ जा रहे हैं, जिनको रोटी चाहिए वो सवाल पूछेंगे, और रोटी और धर्म दोनों साथ में क्यों नहीं?
I agree. रोटी और धर्म दोनों साथ में होना चाहिए. I totally agree with it. Except the BJP is failing in both. We've seen the economic parameters of for the first time, our GDP. We've seen what the RBI is forecasting the GDP growth. There's extortion, there's GST extortion, there's tax terrorism. This is not a debate on the economy, though I know the finance budget is going to be terrible. So this is not a budget, and we've seen the poverty that has risen and the HNI is leaving the country. The fact of the matter is the BJP is not upholding faith. Now look, here's what I want to say. It was, and I've been very blessed to have gone to the Kumbh. I was very blessed to go to the Triveni. I was very blessed to get an opportunity to take a holy dip. But the question out here is that today, when the BJP wants to make this an issue about political and saying the leaders of the BJP are being targeted, are the BJP leaders not targeting late Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, Akhilesh Yadav ji, or the Congress leaders ji? If Honorable Amit Shah ji wants to come to the Kumbh, he's more than welcome to come. If he wants to take a dip, he's more than welcome. If Yogi ji wants to do and have his cabinet day, he's only following what the Congress did in 1988. They had an entire cabinet meeting there.
Yes, so then in that case, you would not agree with Samajwadi Party that this is politicization. If the Congress did it back in the 80s, you would say this is not politicization.
Was the first political party to have a full cabinet meeting.
So on that particular point, I believe you will side with the BJP, with the Yogi government, and you'll say that's not politicization.
But when they had a cabinet meeting, there was actual results for the state of Uttar Pradesh. When these guys had a cabinet meeting, there's been zero results for Uttar Pradesh.
But they've made announcements about infrastructure development?
They've been making announcements of vibrant.
Okay, so when Congress did Pradeep Bhandari, there were results, but you are only mixing politics and religion.
Swati, why are you taking my friend Tehseen very seriously on Uttar Pradesh? Priyanka Vadra fought on all the 400 seats, lost deposits on 90% of the seats. Uttar Pradesh does not take Congress seriously. I don't understand why are we taking Congress's opinion on Uttar Pradesh seriously. पहले वोट लाओ 10% का तहसीन भाई, फिर बोलो कि उत्तर प्रदेश की आप आवाज हो. But a larger point, he was speaking about jobs. I completely agree to the argument. This is why Mahakumbh is expected to generate 15 lakh jobs and get investment worth 2 lakh crore. That is what is pitching the Congress party. And on your show, Swati, I challenge Vivek Srivastava जी, जो हमको इतना सनातन पे ज्ञान दे रहे थे, अगर वो बिना अपने फोन को देखे सभी शंकराचार्य जियों का नाम भी बता दे तो मैं इनके लिए ताली बजा दूं. बिना अपने फोन को देखे, इनको यही नहीं पता होगा इसके बारे में. तो ये लोग सबके सब ज्ञान देते हैं. इनको दिक्कत यही है कि एक है तो सेफ है, महाकुंभ में देखने को मिल रहा है. सब भगवा पहने साधु संत सनातनी वहां पे आ रहे हैं. ना कांग्रेस पार्टी से फंड ले रहे, ना किसी पार्टी से फंड.
विवेक सैलस जवाब दीजिए. और एक और बात का जिक्र मैं करूंगी. विवेक सैलस, एसपी एमएलए ओम प्रकाश सिंह सेठ, कुंभ नहा के मरेगा आदमी, पानी खराब, व्यवस्था खराब, पैसा सब लूटा जा रहा है. अखिलेश यादव जी क्यों चलेगा अगर इतना गंदा पानी है तो?
देखिए, एसपी एमएलए ओम प्रकाश सिंह ने जी क्या कहा वो ठीक है, आपने बोला, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए ने क्या कहा?
एक मिनट पहले,
एक मिनट यही मैं उसके आ रहा हूँ. यही तो दिक्कत है ना, आप लोग बोलने नहीं देते हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए ने कहा,
उसके बाद आप कहेंगे
बोलने तो दीजिए स्वाति जी. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए ने तो कहा कि 50,000 गाय उत्तर प्रदेश में रोज काटी जा रही हैं. उस पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी का क्या जवाब है? क्या उस एमएलए को हटा दिया या आप उसको एंडोर्स कर रहे हैं?
आप उस पर जवाब ले लीजिएगा. पहले आप बताइए कि गंगा अगर इतनी गंदी है, अगर कुंभ नहा के आदमी मरेगा तो अखिलेश यादव क्यों गए? और डिड यू रिप्रिमांड द एसपी एमएलए फॉर सेइंग सो?
नहीं,
आप तो खुद जाकर के आ गए अखिलेश यादव.
आप एनजीटी से पूछ लीजिए, उनकी रिपोर्ट है कि क्या स्थिति है वहां पर गंगा की. आप गूगल करके देख ले, भंडारी साहब सामने बैठे हैं, अभी समझ में आ जाएगा कि वहां पर क्या पोजीशन है गंगा जी की.
क्यों गए,
किस तरह? अरे अगर आपकी आस्था है तो आप जाएंगे ही. गंदा और साफ क्या?
तो अखिलेश जी की
25,000 करोड़ खर्चा करने के बाद भी स्वाति जी अगर गंगा निर्मल नहीं हो पाएगी.
नहीं, तो अखिलेश जी की आस्था है.
नहीं,
और बाकी जो सब जा रहे हैं ड्रामा कर
कि किसी को भी वहां जाने का पूरा अधिकार है. और अमित शाह जी गए हैं,
तो आप अपने मीडिया सेल को बोलिए ना कि छपरी जैसे शब्दों का इस्तेमाल ना करें.
छपरी का क्या मतलब?
बोलिए कि वीवीआईपी क्या है, गुंडागर्दी.
छपरी का क्या मतलब?
वीवीआईपी गुंडागर्दी है, ये ना.
एनी पर्सन हु हैज नो मॉरल्स और लॉजिक्स आर कॉल्ड छपरी.
छपरी एक छप्परगढ़ कम्युनिटी से एसोसिएटेड टर्म भी है.
नहीं, उसको पंजाब वाली कम्युनिटी से मत जोड़िए.
क्यों नहीं जोड़िए? अगर कोई कम्युनिटी है तो है ना.
वो छप्परबंद है,
तो उसी के साथ
वो छप्परबंद है. Those people are called छप्परबंद.
This word is used as a slang in some states as well. आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए. एक ही डेफिनेशन को मत छुपाइए.
छप्परबंद एंड छपरी
एक ही डेफिनेशन को पकड़ के मत बैठिए.
आप जो कह रहे हैं मान ले.
नहीं मानिए, नहीं मानिए, लेकिन अगर एक कम्युनिटी चाहे किसी भी स्टेट में, किसी भी दूसरे स्टेट में हो, अपमान तो उस कम्युनिटी का होगा इफ यू यूज सच टर्म्स.
छप्परबंद आर डिफरेंट एंड छपरी आर डिफरेंट.
अखिलेश यादव जी
प्लीज मेक इट क्लियर.
उनकी आस्था, अखिलेश जी की आस्था, बाकी की नहीं. जी,
ये कोई आस्था की बात ही नहीं है. दबाव में इन्हें डुबकी लगाई है. मिल्कीपुर का चुनाव पास में आ रहा है, इनको पता है. और
अमित शाह
जैसे
डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के दबाव में गए
तो दूसरे हैंड से
अमित शाह डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के दबाव में गए थे. मोदी जी को नहीं बुलाया, लेकिन अमित शाह पे डोनाल्ड ट्रंप का दबाव था.
समाजवादी पार्टी वहां पर हमें पता चला है कि 3 फरवरी को आप अखिलेश यादव का साथ छोड़ रहे हैं. सबको पता है 3 फरवरी को आप देख लेना कि आप समाजवादी पार्टी छोड़ने वाले हो. पूरे देश को पता है 3 फरवरी को स्वाति ये समाजवादी पार्टी के स्पोक्सपर्सन ही कोई दूसरी पार्टी ज्वाइन करने वाले. ये बड़ी खबर नहीं हो. पहली चीज. दूसरी बात मैं कहना चाह रहा हूं, आई चैलेंज इफ यू बिलीव दैट वहां पे जो जितने भी अपने छपरी शब्द का प्रयोग किया, जितने भी साधु संत वहां पे भगवा पहन रहे हो, सब छपरी हैं. वहां पे उस त्रिवेणी के अंदर जब योगी आदित्यनाथ जी वहां पे डुबकी लगा रहे थे, उसके साथ में साधु संत भी लगा रहे थे. आज आपने वापस से कह दिया 100 करोड़ से ज्यादा साधु संतों के लिए आपने अपमानित शब्द का प्रयोग किया है. क्या आप आजम खान जिसने भारत माता को डायन कहा था, उनके ऐसे शब्दों का प्रयोग करेंगे? आपके समय आजम खान ने तो उनके संत को रामपुर के जौहर कार्यक्रम में डाल दिया था. सनातन को डेंगू मलेरिया कहने वाले उदयनिधि स्टालिन के साथ
जो वहां पर जाके
I want to go across to Abhijit Iyer Mitra. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, let me once again ask.
और नहीं, आप जनता पार्टी छोड़िए.
first question that I asked on the
आप
debate.
भारतीय जनता
Is it
पार्टी छोड़ें।
convenient?
तीन फरवरी
Is
को
it convenient?
यही बात को छोड़ेंगे आप भारतीय जनता
दूसरों को भी
पार्टी।
मौका दीजिए. Is it
हाँ।
convenient? Is it convenient to target Sanatan? It's an easy target because either for your vote bank or other compulsions, you will never question the religious practices or the rituals of other religions. Sanatan is a punching bag that works perhaps in the favor of some political parties.
Swati, in 2023, the Supreme Court two-judge bench said police should proactively go around arresting people for hate speech. Today, when the Supreme Court was approached for criminal charges against India Alliance member Udayanidhi Stalin for calling Hindus mosquitoes, and worse than mosquitoes, COVID-carrying mosquitoes that needed to be exterminated, they said, it is a violation of his fundamental rights. Now, you know why all of this happens? Because unlike certain other communities, we don't go out on the street and go around killing people. We don't go around burning cars. We don't bring our tractors out and block and make everybody's lives miserable through the year. So, this is a country where, unfortunately, whether we like it or not, the tool of political negotiation is violence. It is street violence and the street veto. And everybody knows there is only one particular, one or two at least these days, communities which do all of this. A Hindu will never get upset. Remember when they found beef fat in Tirupati laddus, did you see anybody go around killing anybody, slitting anybody's throat or anything like that? No. Even though it was the violation of the most basic principle of modern Sanatan Dharma. So, we are not going to behave like certain barbarians. That is not the way we behave. And therefore, we will always be trodden over and treated like rubbish in this country.
Okay, let me take a last comment from Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda, many are also saying that this is a criticism of Yogi Adityanath. This is the criticism of Home Minister Amit Shah or of the governments and the political leaders. Why associate it to Sanatan? ये जबरदस्ती का बीजेपी पर जब भी अटैक होता है, आप उसको सनातन से क्यों जोड़ देते हैं? Why do you link it and project as if this is an attack on Sanatan?
You will remember that this particular comments on Sanatan Dharma in the name of BJP, in the name of Yogi or whosoever, has begun from the day Kumbh Mela preparations going on. Basically, as I said, they are burnt up that Hindus can come together for eons together without hitting each other, without hating each other, and they are celebrating their continuous civilization, which all of us, including those who became Christians or Muslims or whatever reason, they should be actually celebrating. Instead of celebrating this unity of Hindus, this celebration of spirituality which the world is looking at is being used to tarnish Hindus, and every day they throw stones, verbal stones like street urchins, and every day you have some debate which disturbs Hindus. So I have been appealing every day, please stop irritating and demeaning Hindus.
Okay, you're saying this is being done deliberately to malign a particular community. I'd like to thank Ratan Sharda and Vivek Sailors. Pradeep Bhandari, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Tehseen Poonawalla and Vivek Srivastava will continue to be with us on debate number 2 as well.